Yo, what is good? My anniversary. What is good, yo? I honestly think it's funny that Burn the Witch randomly drops right when I was about to do another show that has a ridiculous amount of girl power in it. The Assault Lilies, something along those lines, but I might drop both of them, but this video is probably going to be long because I'm talking about 3 episodes, so bear in there with me. Burn the Witch. I was very pleasantly surprised to see not only this show come out, it's the way it did, but now that I have seen something else that is like character design, world design, and stuff like that by the same author as Bleach, it just goes to warm my heart and makes me really hope that whatever studio gets their hands on something like Bleach's final 1,000-year war arc, I really do hope they do it justice. And from what I'm seeing in this anime, there's some rough spots that I guaranteed you, people will be jumping on and talking about for quite some time, unfortunately. Um, which, these parts that I saw weren't all that even obvious, but they were there nonetheless, right? And that's all people need. All people really need is to see anything that they don't remotely agree with, and it automatically is a cause for trouble. But the little hiccups of stuff that I saw wasn't actually that bad. It was mainly just things that studios normally have going for them, right? Where something just honestly doesn't look like uh, the character anymore and stuff like that. Sometimes they don't even have eyeballs or a mouth. They're really tiny moments like that, but some people will take those and just ride with it and completely, I believe, take it out of proportion. But regardless of the little hiccups that were there for 3 episodes, the other thing that I thought was very weird and interesting was, first of all, the very beginning episode was like 19 minutes. So when I first end up seeing this episode, I'm like, okay, 19 minutes, maybe there's something that is left out. And there was something left out. There is no opener song in any of these episodes, so that's already kind of interesting approach to just not have any types of songs. But then after no songs, you also don't really get the I didn't really get the feeling that they were truly done. Like, for instance, I thought this was going to be a movie. So seeing it in 3 episodes was like a cool thing. But if I thought it was going to be like movie quality, there are some high quality movie quality things that happen. But like I said, there's a lot of hiccups here and there. So I think it gets a little bit more of a slack since it's been branched off into episodes. But that's just me, right? Like, people don't give slack for really reasonable things, so don't be surprised if certain things kind of come to a head when this show gets talked about, because at this point I honestly do like the animation and how the dragons look, and mainly where they're going to go with the end game of the story. But at the end of it, there's some things I don't like about the main characters, and it's mainly just my opinion or just how I am. I don't really like the blonde girl all that much, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like the blonde guy. um, the blonde guy was pretty annoying, but to be fair, there's a lot of characters like him that exist out in the anime world, that you can say. Like, just in the example of, like, people that are annoying and so infatuated with love, both of our main girls actually have this same problem dealing with people who actually just love them so much that any attention they get from them automatically puts them, over the moon, So that can be rather tiresome, in my opinion. Like, just hearing the person all over our main character all the time, every time they're on screen. That can get kind of annoying, but at the same time, I don't think it was unexpected, right? To me, it felt like since he has been introduced, that's just what he is about, right? Like, he just was always talking. He's always doing the thing of, saying, "Oh, I love Noelle," and this and that. But at the end of the day, he's pretty useless. This guy who is a dragon lad or dragon clad, and because of what he is, dragons are just naturally attracted to him, and not in the way that they think he's cute, but in a way where for some reason they want to eat him and kill him for some reason. I honestly didn't understand the dragon's reasoning for being attracted to these types of class of people, but regardless, it's not a good thing for them, right? Like, unless they can defend themselves, then it might not be as bad, but because of the witches and because of the people that are around, he gets out scot-free sometimes. So it's this type of stuff that really then makes you wonder how far we're going to go in this world and keep experiencing stuff, because there's a lot that they throw at us when it comes down to the girl who loves our blonde main character and her being some watcher of some sort, and then there's a dragon clad who also have an interesting role in all of this. So I honestly don't know what to actually think about all of this right now. It's just, you take it as you go, pretty much, and as of right now, I am definitely a fan of it. I can truly say, because it's the Bleach author as well, these character designs are so sick. So if there's anything to really enjoy about what we see in all of this, it's that of the characters' clothing, their overall looks. And I love how, even though they look cool to me, the girl who really likes, okay, I'm not gonna say likes, but the girl who actually cares to help the dude who is in dragon clad is actually really sweet at a lot of different moments of the story. And it's kind of crazy that she's the one who wants to go out of her way to help him, but it's clear that they have some relationship that is not specified throughout just these 3 episodes, let alone what happens towards the very end with her finding him and like grabbing his shirt the way that she is, when he said some pretty he said some pretty sus things when he was holding on to her and stuff like that. So it does beg the question as to why she's so forgiving and worried about maybe not so much him, but maybe that dog that he's with, because she remembers in detail quite a lot of things that the dog had done and grew its wings for, or the dragon, I should say. But the thing about this 3 episode part is that we meet that dog in the very first episode, and it never really showcased any sign of going, absolutely berserk, or just losing it and transforming of some type of sort. So it's that type of stuff that gives you a better understanding that there's just different dragons out there built differently, and this one named Cinderella just happened to be one that you do not want to encounter. Especially seeing how one of the people who did encounter her is one of the higher ups that should be able to handle most situations, but turns out he is pretty much useless in the face of this dragon that can use this thing called dragon skill, which a lot of things they're just like throwing out there and announcing like, oh, this dragon's using this and there's no way it should be able to use this by this time or this or that. It's like, okay, but we don't know what any of that stuff means until you just brought it up. So it means nothing to us, until we find out, oh, that means that it can disappear and not be seen even in the naked eye. And it then molding because of the moonlight was absolutely beautifully done with the animation studio, making this dragon not only look majestic but deadly at the same time. So I have to give it to them for really reimagining from whatever they're given, right? Like, this is going right back to the Bleach guy and how he designed these stuff, and they're just animating it. It's the start of it being a kid, and it has like all of its white feathers, and it's fully looking clean. And then you see this form of it when it's being called Ellie and stuff, and it's all looks like it's been just getting rid of all of its fur time and time again. Then when we get the final form, and it's just this full-blown all white feathered dragon, that was a good way of bringing back the kid form, but making it also seem like it wasn't fully developed, right? Like, it was almost there, but then to truly fully develop this dragon, it needed moonlight, and since she had kept it inside, it probably wasn't going to grow nearly as fast as it winds up growing by the time we see it attack till the nighttime and it fully hatches and fully molds and becomes what we see. So absolutely phenomenal stuff we see from these 3 episodes. I highly suggest you go check it out for yourself. Crunchyroll is the place where it is streaming, where you can just go over there and watch it. Unfortunately, you do have to be a member of Crunchyroll in the case to watch it when the new stuff comes out, but over time it will become something you could watch on there with ads. But I'm guessing if you are a really big Bleach fan and you want to see anything animated by that's from Bleach, you definitely got to get onto this. So all that being said, let me know what you thought of The Burning Witch, and if it is something you would be keen to watch more of, right? Like, is it something that you think is more or less up your alley, or do you think because of the main characters you can't get behind it? Like, what is your guys' take on this? I really didn't like the blonde girl, but she did grow on me because she has this chip on her shoulder that you can clearly tell she may have even tried to raise a dragon herself, and it got too out of control for her to take care of, and it had to be taken down by some higher ups. So there's a lot to learn about all these characters, and I think that's the best part we're about to get out of all this. So with all that being said, I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. If there's more episodes for this coming, I will be on it, and let me know if you guys see it. And I haven't posted anything about it yet because your boy wants to be all about this show, and if I'm missing out on it because I'm not paying attention, that's where my anime people can come in and save me. So thank you so much for the support, and I will be back with more videos very soon here, so make sure you're ready for that. With all that being said, everybody, take care and peace.